Hey, what's up guys? MajorDangle here with another tank review video, and today we'll be talking about the Tier 10 Italian heavy tank, the Rinoceronte. A lot of you probably have played this tank or seen it in battle, and it is a very good tank. And as you guys know, any videos I make, I do like to get a little history on the tanks, where they came from, if they were ever in battle or anything. So I couldn't find nothing on this tank because it is a fake tank. But while the Rinoceronte in the game is fake, the term Rhino has been used for other real-life vehicles. During the Allied invasion of Normandy, the 2nd U.S. Armored Division modified tanks with steel prongs to break through hedgerows, creating vehicles nicknamed Rhino tanks. In World War II, during the Battle of Normandy in 1944, Rhino was the nickname for Allied tanks, predominantly M4 Shermans fitted with specialized bow cage cutting devices. The purpose, these steel tusks, often fashioned from German breach defenses, allowed tanks to cut through thick, banked hedgerows that had previously bogged down the Allied advance. I guess a YouTuber named Colin Furs built a fictional Rhino tank from the farm tractor based on a 1950s concept by Eli Achindes. The design, while it draws inspiration from the 1960s and 70s Italian German concepts for unmanned turrets, the armored vehicles, the Rinoceronte itself was never built and remained a blueprint stage concept. It is a largely fictional design based on drafting stage concept from the 60s and 70s. It was intended to incorporate an unmanned turret and a pike nose, frontal armor configurations to improve crew survival. The project never moved past the drawing board. No physical prototype was ever made. Yeah, so that's about all the info I got on this tank. There's no pictures or nothing on it. But anyways, we can bring up Armor Inspector here. You can see with another Rhino looking at this tank head on here, you can see, I mean, the hull is penetrable, but the Rhino does have pretty good pen, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But you see that turret, I mean, it is a very strong turret, unless you turn it sideways, of course, like that. So if you just stay head on, keep your hull hidden, you should be good. And obviously the sides in the rear, like most tanks, just aren't very good. But again, that turret, as long as you're, you know, if you're facing down a hill or something, you're going to be penned up here. But if you just face straight on to the enemy and keep that hull hidden, you should be good. All right, and other YouTubers made videos on this. I'm not going to go through the stats. I'm just going to do them really quick because you guys know this tank. Many people know how to play this game and how to play this tank way better than I do. But it has 2,400 hit points. The front turret armor is 205 millimeters thick, and the rest of the armor isn't super great, but you might get a couple stray bounces here or there. It is an auto reloading gun with a 2-shot, damage per minute of 2,335, reload time between shots of 3.33 seconds. If you dump that first shot, it'll take 9 seconds to reload it. If you dump that second shot, it'll take 10 seconds to reload it. So it's not a big difference in the first and second shot, but I kind of tend to like to use it as a one-shot. Just you get that 1 extra second of being able to shoot, if that makes sense. So average penetration, we got armor piercing rounds at 278 millimeters, heat rounds at 362 millimeters, and HE rounds at 70 millimeters. Average damage 420 for armor piercing rounds, heat rounds 370, HE rounds 520. Pretty good aiming time at 3.9 seconds. You got a gun depression limit of 10 degrees and an elevation limit of 7 degrees. So it is very versatile turret on this tank, and it's pretty quick too. You got a top speed of 40 kilometers per hour forward and 17 in reverse with an average of 31. So it is a pretty quick tank. Average or power to weight ratio of 16.5. So I did just have a pretty good battle in this tank. I should note too that this does have a legendary camo, if I remember right. I do not have it. The fuse camo looks pretty cool. It costs 5,500 gold if you want to get it, unless you get it for free from a crate or something. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't have it on this account, but yeah, so I just had a couple of good battles in this one. So we'll look at this replay here that I have of this on Canyon. And I was in a platoon with my clanmate, Legendary. He was streaming this while I got this battle, so yeah, it was a pretty decent battle here. So, you know, on this map, depending on the tank I'm in, if I have good gun depression, I will work my way up to B. But at the same time, if I see a ton of our team going to B, then I won't go because it just gets too crowded up there. But for now, we only got the T-22 working his way up there, and he's going to get some spots in for us. So he's doing his job so far. And we made our way up there pretty quickly, but then our T-22 gets ammo racked. So he didn't last too long, but at least he got a couple of those spots in for us. Alright, we see FV-183 back there. He kind of backed in, so we didn't get a shot on him. And we see a couple tanks going to medium side. Let's get a shot on that AC. We'll get a nice side shot into him. And we use one of our shots. And then we see the E100, and we do unload our clip here. But we got two nice shots in, so now we're just going to chill back and reload here. And again, this tank has very good turret armor in the front, but if you show your sides at all, I mean, you're going to get penned by most tier 9s and tier 10s. So we do get a nice shot in the 183, but he does get a nice shot into us as well. And we get a shot into the enemy Rhino there. You see the side armor there, it was pretty much non-existent when another Rhino is shooting at it, at least. Can't get a shot on that 183 though, so we're just gonna sit here. We did cap the base. We're gonna help our teammate out there. And we see the AC is also going after our grill, so we're going to get hopefully a shot into him, but we don't. But we'll take one at the 268 anyways. Alright, our grill's probably not going to last too much longer over here. Can we get another shot in? And we got one shot loaded. Are we going to wait for the second shot? Nope. We decided to take the shot and take out the Object 268. Unfortunately, our grill did die there, but what do you do? So we got the E100 over here still. Of course, all kinds of HP right there, so looks like he is pushing forward on our WZ-113 there. Let's get a nice shot into him, hopefully. We do have to load premium though to pen that turret of the E100. It does have pretty good frontal armor, especially when you angle it just right. So enemy Rhino is poking over that ridge. You see he did have that gun depression to shoot at that Kronwagen, but I mean that Kron's turret is very strong, so he did get a bounce there. We get one shot in the E100 and the second shot. Alright, we're at 3,600 damage here. We're not doing too bad. We did take a couple shots. We are down one tank, but that's alright. Hopefully we can even up the odds here. Alright, this Rhino keeps poking us here. I know that I won't be able to get a shot into his turret, so I'm not really too worried about him yet. He does get a shot into us as we shoot that E100, and he gets both of his shots into us, in fact. So he took a nice 700 off our HP, but now we're going to kind of retreat and play a little safe here. Got that 907 there poking us. You see that nice snapshot right there? Got it all the way across the map. Nice snapshot into the 907. And we do get a rear bounce from the 183. That was crazy. He could have easily ended our battle there. So we got very lucky there. We are going to load both of our shots. We know that 183 has a 20-second reload. So we do get both of our shots into him, and we do clear him. So I know that one, or that 907's over there, and he's just poking and not letting me get a good shot on him. So he does get a shot on me, and I see the E100 is a one shot. So I decide I'm going to try to sneak up back behind him with my speed here. You see it's cruising 35 kilometers per hour. It's not a slow tank. We're going to make our way up here. I don't think we're spotted at this point, so I don't think the E100 sees us. So we do get a shot into the side, but we do bounce him. But we get a nice bounce from him. Again, we got lucky there. Bounce the 183 and the E100. So we're at 6,000 damage now. And there's one enemy tank left, the 907. We all are also winning on base caps, so normally I wouldn't get too aggressive, but that 907 was a one shot, so, and he is cleared now. Our Kronwagen gets 3 kills. We got 4 kills. So it was a very good victory there. We do come out with the Ace Mastery there. 6,097 damage, 1,595 blocked, 4 kills, and we did damage 7 tanks. It is a pretty good credit earning tank, but you know, in tier 10, if you lose, you're probably not going to gain too much credits from this. And we were top on team, and the Kronwagen as well did very good. The Grill did good. We had a pretty good team there. And yeah, we got a couple nice lucky bounces there too. So we came out with the victory, and we'll take it. But anyways, yeah, this is a very good tank to grind here. The line up to it, you know, isn't my favorite. You do got the Caro, that's a pretty good tank. CC55, the C50. And then you got the Rhino, of course, at tier 10. So it is a pretty decent line to grind. It's not hard to grind this line, in my opinion. But yeah, it's definitely worth it if you decide you want to go for the tank. So that is all I got for this video on the Rinoceronte. And I hope you all enjoyed it. And thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.